Make the mark, serving his country proud. In his uniforms, standing out from the crowd. But when he's home and the day's done, he takes to the skies where the hope's begun. In his spare time, he soars so high with a flight sim. He should pilot die. Proud team member, a Wings for Hope's team, helping kids' dreams take off like a sunbeam. Flying high for those in need, made them up with heart indeed. From the battlefield to the fight controls, bringing joy and mending souls. Across the world, from city to town, in his uniform, standing out from the crowd. But when he's home and the day's done, he takes to the skies where the hope's begun. In his spare time, he soars so high with a flight sim. He's your pilot die. Proud team member, on Wings for Hope's team, helping kids' dreams take off like a sunbeam. In his spare time, he soars so high with a flight sim. He's a pilot guy with a proud team member, on Wings for Hope's team, helping kids' dreams take off like a sunbeam. Flying high for those in need, made them up with heart indeed. From the battlefield to the fight controls, bringing joy and mending souls. Across the world, from city to town, helping kids when they're feeling down. Wings for Hope lifts to the flight controls, bringing joy and mending souls. Across the world, from city to town, helping kids when they're feeling down. Wings for Hope lifts to the flight controls, bringing joy and mending souls. Flying high for those in need, made them up with heart indeed. From the battlefield to the fight controls, bringing joy and mending souls. Across the world, from city to town, helping kids when they're feeling down. Wings for Hope lifts to the flight control. In every small triumph, a victory sweet. Late nights, planning the next big fight. Major Mark and his team
Alright, there we go. I think the audio is fixed now. Let's make sure we have the right setup here. Don't know what happened. Alright, there we go. I think the audio is fixed now. Well, hello everyone. It's Major Mark. Sorry about the technical issues there. We are live once again. Loaded up here in Salt Lake City, headed down to Atlanta, Georgia, in the new iniBuilds A330 here. We're now in Microsoft 2024, as you can also tell. So far, so good with this simulator. Hadn't had too many issues with it. So with that, we can get started with the stream. So what we'll do is we'll just jump on back in the cockpit here. And let's get GSX going real quick. Let's get the Jetways operator here. Cool. And let's go to the overhead here. We'll get the external power and the back bus on and operating. While we're doing that, let's get the ADIRs going as well. Get the emergency power, no smoking to your own sign, seatbelts on as well. We'll take the strobes, turn those on, nav1, nav2. Get the cruise supply on and we'll flip that. I think that is good for the upstairs for now. Let's move back downstairs. We see everything powering on as well. Go over here to our flight bag. We'll import our plan from SimBrief. We do have SimBrief integration in this aircraft, so we'll get SimBrief going here. That's looking good there. Cool. So Delta flight 915 that serves from Salt Lake to Atlanta. We'll update our METARs for both airports. We did get a PDC from Tower, so we'll look at Tower real quick here. Tower's cleared us Rugged 3 Perry transition. Then it's filed, and he wants us to squawk 2521. So let's get that dialed up here. 2521. 2501. Cool. That will be dialed up there, so that should be good there. Let's just pin some of this stuff here over here on this screen for situation awareness. So looks like we'll be taking off runway 34 via the Rugged 3 with the Perry transition. Cool. We'll wait on the arrival into Atlanta since we're so far out. We don't want to get that put in and have to reconfigure. So cool. Moving on down to the payload. That's before we do that. Let's go ahead with GSX and request boarding. Now passengers are beginning to load. So SimBrief integration, this is pretty simple here. We'll go ahead and just apply the load here. And we'll do 5 minutes. Give ourselves a little time here as we kind of set up. So about a minute and 13 seconds for the fuel, 2 minutes and 11 seconds for the payload. Cool. Jacob, what's going on? So we'll click no on that. Uh-oh, open the door. We did not mean to do that. Now I gotta figure out how to close this joker. There we go. Door is closing. Cool. That looks good there. So while the plane loads up, let's go down here to our FMC MacDo Atsu, whatever you want to call this bad boy today. We'll go FM1 select. And the passengers are boarding. We'll go to init. We'll request our flight plan here. Cool. Route is uplinking. Cool. Flight level 410 is confirmed today for our cruise altitude, so we'll go ahead and request our winds here. I think that went through. Cool. So flight plan for this today. There we go. Alrighty. So we are looking good. Let me get Sim Navigraph up here real quick. Let's get Navigraph charts. Cool. All right. Got the charts up, looking good, and charts are running. Perfect. Let's see. While the passengers are boarding, that should be good. So for Salt Lake, we'll hit the departure here. Runway 34 left. We are on the Rugged 3 departure with the PERT transition, and we'll insert that. Perfect. Looking good there. We'll come back to our init page. We'll go to the B tab. We'll hold here. Once the payload is loaded, we got 1 clicks here for the zero weight fuel and the block fuel, and then we should be able to get that all up and running. Jacob, this flight will be about 2 hours and 50 minutes today on the flight time. 2 hours and 50 minutes. So now that is going, come back up here. We see we have all our stuff on here. We'll turn on our flight directors here, 1 and 2. And let's pull the altimeter here for Salt Lake. Look at our sim brief charts and find out what we're looking like here. So 3042. So let's get that dialed up here. Get the altimeter set there. We'll turn on our constraints as well. Cool. Initial climb out via the Rugged 3 departure today will be flight level 230. So we'll get 230 dialed up as well. Cool. Alrighty. And I think that is it for now. We have the electric pumps going. Like I said, this is a Microsoft 2024. Don't know why door 2 is open. We can change that. So let us go back inside the EFB here, and we can go to ground. We can close door 2. I think that is a known bug with GSX right now, opening door 2, even though door 1 will be or vice versa. So quick fix there. But the exterior of this plane looks pretty good. I've got pretty much all my key bindings done except for my drone cam. So we will try to fix drone cam probably in cruiser at some point today. But other than that, great plane, great sim so far. There, it has its quirks with some of the optimization and things of that nature. But other than that, this sim is rocking and rolling. Looks like we got about 1 more bin to put in for each of those. So what we'll do is we'll come back in and let's get the APU started. So we'll go APU master and bleed. Cool. Let those fire up real quick. And let's check on our payload here. See if we are fully boarded now, so we can go 1 click here, 1 click here for the block fuel. Block fuel is 45 pounds, and let's just make sure that is correct from our sim brief. And boom boom. Yep, block fuel was 44.9, so 45 is good with me. So let's go back here to the init A page. Yep, cost index is 10. I'm gonna go ahead and bump this bad boy up to 200 so we can go as fast as possible. I don't know if the cost index actually works, but we'll set it that way, and we'll see what happens during the flight. All right, we can go over our departure performance here. So we'll be taking off runway 34 left. Cool. Surface winds are dry. Outside air temperature in Salt Lake right now. I mean the winds, I'm sorry. Do we have ATIS here? Yep, there is the ATIS. So winds. Oh man, I cannot see this morning. Where is our ATIS? Oh, winds are calm. So that's pretty easy. 0 at the 0. Our temperature today in Salt Lake. Good God Almighty, I can't see this morning. I got 1 degree Celsius. And altimeter right now. Oh, that's real world. So I'm actually pulling real world ATIS. I'm sorry. 3044. 3044. Cool. Our zero fuel weight from SimBrief. Let's get that back up here. The zero fuel weight was 311.6. So we'll put 311. Actually, I should use that calculator. 0.6. Pat. We'll do a flaps too. Air condition will be on. Anti-ice will be off. Force toggle absolutely. Let's hear these engines scream, and we will calculate that. Good. We have a V1 of 141, VR 150, and V2 of 152. We have a trim of 4.4 up, right? And we can send this to the FMGS like that. Perfect. We'll bring it back to the dashboard here. Now we can come down here to the FMGS and we can confirm our takeoff data, and boom, all our data pops in just like that. Takeoff data is complete. Just clear that out like that, and we have a flight plan. Very cool. What's the deal with the screen size? Let me check YouTube. Oh, yeah, we need to fix that. Why is the screen size like that? Let me play with OBS real quick. My apologies. Let's see if that fixed it. I don't know what is going on with that screen size. Interesting. Stand by real quick. We will try a different method here. One sec. Alright, let's see if we can do something else with this screen, because this is actually not working. I don't know what's going on with the display capture today. So what we'll do is let's see something here. I actually don't know what is going on with it. Let's try a different game capture here. Alright, cool. We got that working. Hopefully that is a lot better for you guys right now. And what we'll do is we will turn off the other one here. Hopefully that is 10 times better. And then let's just get our overlays and everything back set up. Alright, cool. Hopefully that is all working now. Alright, cool. Looks like it is working. We have our have everything up and running now. Alright, cool. Check my phone. Uh-oh, let's see. I think my camera went out. Alright, there I am now, and let's fix StreamCam as well. Uh-oh. Blow me up just a little bit there. We'll set myself right there. Cool. And let us bring up the other cam here. My apologies, guys, today. Hadn't streamed in some time, and I guess some things have kind of gotten out of wonk here, so we're just straightening some stuff up real quick. Lock those in like that, and I think those are all my cams that I needed. Let's just check our control cam here. Cool. And let's fix that one up as well. Lock her in right there. Cool. Turn that back off for now. Cool. Hopefully that is looking a lot better. Actually, I think I need to fix those just a little bit. Where is StreamCam? There we go. We'll lock that in down just a little bit like that. Alright, cool. We'll play with this a little more in the air. Kind of floating there. Yeah. I'm gonna tweak it a little more in the air. I'm gonna get us an airborne, and then we can play around with the camera. Alright, for now we're gonna go ahead and start the APU up. APU is starting. Alright, cool. APU is starting up. Let us go over here. We'll go to ground connections here. We will ensure, first off, let's make sure that our parking brake is on. Cool. And we'll come back over here to the GPU. We'll toggle the GPU off. Uh-oh. I don't think the APU was fully fired up. And it wasn't, but we'll catch ourselves there. Game sounds are down now. Alright. Alright. Let's see if that worked. How's my volume? Is that too loud there? Just turn those up in the settings here a little bit. I do have those down just a tad. Alright, APU is fired up. We'll get our fuel pumps on. The game's low. Okay, I think I got the right system sounds now. Turn myself down. Game mode. Okay. Alright, let me put it back down like that. I think the game sounds have come alive. Some reason, some on my OBS settings have been changed around. Alright. And we need to talk to tower real quick. 119. Solid Tower Delta 915 with Atus ready to push and start stand Bravo 25, I believe.
Delta 915 Heavy, Salt Lake Tower, just, I appreciate the ATIS, if you got that off of my frequency. Right now we're having issues with the ATIS, but push back is at your own discretion, just advisory to taxi.
Alright, advise ready to taxi, runway 34 left, Delta 915. Alright, cool guys. Yep, having a couple of issues here today, but it looks like we got it all good. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's call up GSX and let's get to pushing. And we don't care about no icing conditions. Go ahead and get this clock running here. We are working on it, gentlemen. We will get it fixed before the end of this stream. I appreciate all the help so far. If you hadn't done so, go ahead and hit that like button down at the bottom. Going for about 50 likes today here on Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. All right. Sigma. Waiting on GSX to bring up the tow truck here. And there it is. And we will push with the nose to the right. Parking brakes release. Alright, we're going to ignore that. And we're going to get these engines fired up because it's not that cold here. So,
Salt Lake Tower, Delta 3479 Heavy at Stan Bravo 2. Ready for push and start with information Lima.
Delta 3479 Heavy, Salt Lake Tower, thanks for Lima, push back at your own discretion, advisory for taxi.
Let's see.
Alright, push back at your own discretion, Delta 3479.
Engine 1. Sorry about the crappy camera views. That's still learning the camera here system here, but I think this is about the best I can do for right now, but we're going to work on that as well. There is engine 2 turning there. Getting a good start on there. Jake, I don't see any snow right now. 1 degree Celsius here in Salt Lake. Alright, good start on 2, and it is available, I'm sorry. We will go ahead and turn engine 1. Parking brakes are set. Very Sigma. Alright, engine 2 looks like it is turning over and lighting up. And we do need to make sure we are running, let's do something real quick here. Real time and real weather are running, as you can tell. Real time, real weather. Where you at, babe? Oh, thank you. Okay. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Excuse me, everybody. That was our in-flight flight attendant coming to make sure everything was good. Shout out. All right, cool. We got 2 good starts on the engines here. Let's go ahead and turn on predictive wind shear here. We'll turn that to the auto position. That light bloom is way in the way, but we will work there. We'll do weather T there. All that's looking good there. Let's go up to the overhead. We can turn off our APU. We'll turn on our nose gear, cool. And we will set flaps too. And let's see if we can see those bad boys coming down there. I think that heat blur is just a little over exaggerated, but it's still very nice. Very cool. Alright, flaps 2 are set. Let's go back up here. We'll get our, nope, that is brake fans. We will get the brake set to max, and we can come down here and do our checks here. Flight control checks. So we'll go flight control. So full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full back, neutral, and down neutral. We got rudder right and rudder left. Good thing with this plane is once you set the flaps, your trim automatically sets. So our trim was 4.4, it's already set there, good to go. Go back up to the overhead. We'll do an all call and talk to the purser. Cool, that looks good. And now we can hold the button here to do takeoff config, which is normal. Looking good. All right, we're going to release the parking brakes here and let us pull on down to the end of the ramp here, and let's get rolling. And flight attendants just gave us the clear that the cabin is ready. Let's get the chrono rolling on this bad boy over here. Perfect. And Salt Lake Tower Delta 915 Heavy, holding on to south short of Bravo with it is Lima ready to taxi.
Delta 915 Heavy, thanks for Lima. Squawk mode normal for me.
Alright, we will squawk normal. My apologies, Delta 915. Let's get these bad boys. Oh, that was kind of a hard stop there. That's all good. And we should be
Delta 915, thank you. Runway 34 right, taxi via Alpha.
Alright, taxi via Alpha 34. You said 34 left or 34 right?
Delta 915 Heavy, correction, sorry about that. 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
34 left via Alpha, no worries. Alrighty, we are looking good.
Salt Lake Tower, Delta
Clear
347
left.
Heavy, ready for taxi
And
to
clear
34
right
left.
there.
We're currently holding short of Charlie at 2 west north.
Delta 3479 Heavy, Salt Lake Tower. Runway 34 left, follow the company A330.
All right, we'll follow the company. Direct program with Delta 479.
Got Dave flying with us today. Appreciate Dave. Uh-oh. Kind of killed that turn there. Still kind of getting used to this sim here. Some of my controls are a little funky, so might be tweaking a couple of those in flight. Alrighty. Looking like we are rocking and rolling now. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you hadn't done so far, let's see where we can get this like goal at before we take off. Let's see if we can get at least 15 likes before we get off the ground here. Uh-oh. We don't need that on. I think I must have hit a button. Alright, cool. Minnesota, Omaha, Nebraska. Next live stream. We'll see what we can do with that, Jacob. We're going to take Alpha all the way to the end. We won't do Alpha 2. We're going to take full runway. We pay for the runway. We're going to use the runway.
Delta 915 Heavy, winds calm, fly heading 340, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading of 340 for Delta 915. Alright, let's get all our lights on here. Beacon should have been on, my apologies. We'll ding the crew in the back there, and let's dial up ahead in a 340. is set. Get her spun on around. Like so. There's Dave over there. Cool. We'll hold her right here. Spin her up to about 40. And then let's go Toga. Nose down pressure. Get the webcam on here as well.
Delta 3479 Heavy, runway 34 left, line for wait, hold for wake turbulence.
There we go. 80 knots set.
Line for wait,
neutral.
Delta 3479, holding for wake turbulence.
100 knots. There's 120. And V1, rotate. Whoa. She was ready to fly, boys. Go pause the rate, gear up there. We'll bring it up to flaps 1. And let's track that runway heading to 340. Cool. And so like Tower Delta 915 Heavy climbing 5,500 runway heading 340.
Delta 915, thank you. Departures offline. Resume on navigation. Frequency change approved. Have a great flight.
Alright, resume on navigation, and we'll see you next time, Delta 915. Cool. Alright. So we'll go back into our manage mode here, and we will just track Tango Charlie Hotel and on course. And we'll go flaps clean, disarm our speed brakes. We'll hand fly this bad boy up to about 10K, and then we'll give it over to the autopilot. She hands flies pretty well.
Delta 3479 Heavy, winds calm, fly heading 340, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for...
Alright, we'll go over to advisor Unicom 122.8, cool. 7,500, looking good. She hand flies pretty well. Thinking about putting a couple more curves on my stick here. It is a little sensitive, but yeah, we'll make it work. Do need to drop that nose a little bit. We're picking up a lot of airspeed there. We're kind of speeding. I don't know what she's doing. Airbus is not Airbusing right now. Let's just pick her nose up and we can probably get her to slow that way. There she goes, she's starting to slow now. And 10,000. Let's go ahead and get the runway turn-offs, wing lights, and we'll get the nose lights off. And we'll continue our climb now. Into the turn here. Alright, now we're looking a little better. We'll turn our landing lights off at 18K today per Delta SOP. And follow our flight directors. Sweet. Yo, CFI, what's going on, Mr. CFI? How you doing today, man? Hope all is well. And Jacob, no, I'm flying right now. I think the game. I forgot what time the game is. If I'm not flying, I am catching that Steelers game. My wife's probably up there looking for it now. All right, 15K. We're gonna go ahead and give it to the autopilot. Very cool. Alrighty. We are up and away, guys. Headed to Atlanta from Salt Lake. Alright, cool. Get my YouTube back up here. That is not the dock I wanted. Yo, Tyler Rocks, how's it going? We'll go standard on the pressure because I'm not paying attention. There we go. And left the ignition switch on. Let's get that turned off. Very well. And we'll go ahead and dial up 410, which is our cruise for today. And continue our climb up through flight level 230, which was our initial climb. And let's see what we can do here with the OBS situation. Tyler, I'm not singing your song today. Jacob, do I like Antonio Brown? He's not a Steeler anymore, so we don't care about him right now. Let's see, what can I do for this here? Game capture, transform, screen. Cool. Got about 2 hours and 50 minutes today on this flight down to Atlanta from Salt Lake. This plane is usually used by a A330-200. Today I subbed it out for the 300. I've been having a lot of fun with this plane so far in the sim. We got a discon coming up here. We'll just go ahead and clear that. Yep, we know we overspeeded the plane there a little bit. We should be good to go now. We're going to have this estimated fuel on board until I put in my my arrival. I'm not putting in an arrival just yet. I'm going to wait till we get a little closer, probably in Memphis airspace, before we plan for the arrival. So all is well there. Don't worry about us running out of fuel. We got plenty of fuel to go. CJ, what's going on, man? Sigma to you as well. Hope you're having a great afternoon so far. And let's see if we can fix this issue that I'm having here. Alrighty. Alright. think that is about good right there for that camera. Let's grab this other one here. See if we can even it up. Somewhere right about there. Alright, cool. Sigma. Alright, we're coming through 30,000 feet. Let's get these sim sounds down just a little tad here. And we're gonna crank some tunes up. Do some chatting here. Let's see if we can find the track list or something here. And let's just run some tunes. Let's see if we can turn that down just a tad bit there. I think that's a little loud. Cool. Jacob, which quarterback do I like? Right now, man, whoever's winning, that's my favorite. Between Justin and Russ, they're both crazy, man. I mean, we got them both for pretty cheap, so whichever one is going to get us to the Super Bowl is the one I'm going with. Cool. We are climbing up, and we're looking good. We'll go ahead and release the passengers in the back so they can go and do their business in the back of the cockpit there. I mean, not cockpit, but the back of the air crane. If the sound, I mean, if the music's too loud, let me know in the chat. I think I got it turned down on good. All right, sweet. See if we can get this camera straightened up a little bit here. There we go. Alright guys, first stream back since World Flight. Not World Flight, but yeah, World Flight and Across the Pond. Had a couple technical issues here today, but we got them all squared away. Hopefully everything is looking good on the stream and not too bad. Catching a little turbulence there. Might need to turn the seatbelt sign back on. Alrighty. I think we got everything set up here nicely now. We will get the sounds down for the sim. Sweet. And we are cruising. That is the iniBuilds A330-300 default with the new Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I think she looks pretty good to be a standard default aircraft that we got, you know, natively to the sim. Flies pretty well. You know, I wouldn't call it high fidelity, but it has some fidelity to it. You know, it's a default plane in conjunction with iniBuilds and a Sobo. So, great looking aircraft. It does what you need it to do, get you from point A to point B. Very good plane so far. I've been enjoying it. Been flying it offline a lot. Been floating back between 24 and 2020 as well. But I have both sims installed. I'm gonna continue to use both sims until I feel that Microsoft 2024 is in a state of readiness where I can drop 2020 altogether. So I'll be flying both sims. What city do I live in? I live in the state of Virginia. State of Virginia for now. I jump cities and states too much to say I'm from one city. If I did call one city home, it'll be Honolulu, Hawaii. I think I stayed there the longest in my life. If you hadn't done so far, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Almost at our cruise altitude today. Don't have that many clouds out today as well, so. Cool. All right. About another 3,000 feet, we'll be up at our cruise. See how we're looking so far. Got her in open climb, headed up, passing through flight level 380. So we should be there pretty soon. Ben, yeah, I have the Fenix is already compatible. I've heard that some people said that the fly-by-wire A380 is compatible with 2024, but I have not tried it myself. So most of your sceneries are fully compatible. If you want to check it out, FS Elite has a running tally of all compatible airports from Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 that are compatible with Flight Sim 24. So if you want to check that out. So where we just took off out of, that's Pack Sim from Flight Sim 2020. And we're going to use the handcrafted default Atlanta to land in today. There are more GA planes, I believe, that are compatible right now, but your airliners, such as like your PMDG, your iFly, they're not compatible just yet, but they are coming. Got some top layer clouds there. A couple things that I do notice with this aircraft is the contrails kind of tend to mess up here a little bit, but as you can tell, it looks like all the contrails are coming out the APU right now. I think it just fixed itself actually. Nope. So you got that one long contrail line coming out the back of the plane. That's not model right. It's been glitching. So keep it like right about here. Cool. Richard's World, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a great weekend as we come to a close. I know I gotta go back to work tomorrow myself. Checking out Microsoft 2024. I did a long haul on this plane about 2 days ago, and I didn't have any issues with it at all. I know some people are having some stability issues. I flew it for about 6 hours. Richard's World, appreciate you, man. Welcome aboard. I flew it for about 6 hours across the pond. I didn't have a single issue. Yeah, man, trying to get back into the streaming habit, get on the schedule. At least doing 1 to 2 flights a weekend. Thank you again for the subscribe, Richard. I don't know if that alert box actually showed up. Let's see if we can replay and check it out. There we go. I think it popped up now. Cool. I'm gonna take a captain's break here real quick. Once we get to cruise in about a couple hundred feet, actually, I think we are about to cruise here. Flight level 410, I'm sorry, all the way down to Atlanta. About another 2 hours and some change left to go on this flight. 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours 50 minutes. I believe air time today. Been there for about 20 minutes. 20-30 minutes. I think what we'll do is we'll take a tour in the cabin real quick, and then we will probably go take us a little quick break here. If I can get the camera to work. I gotta remember the controls I actually did for this bad boy. Let's see. Then we got the shift, and yep, there we go. Gotta get over the seat here. There we go. This actually has a model door as well, so we can actually kind of walk through the cabin here. Cabin doesn't look too bad. I would say this plane is better than what we had in 2024 in terms of the headwind and the aeroflop, as I call it. Cabin doesn't look too bad. First class cabin here with the nice seats. The IFEs for the cabin seats I don't believe works. Don't know if that's actually going to be a thing that comes out, but again, for a free aircraft that came default with a new simulator, this is pretty outstanding, I must say myself. Well, let's get the cabin lights up as well too. Let's do that real quick as we tour the cabin. Let's get some cabin lights on. Let's brighten up that cabin back there as well. Cool. Let's go back and try this again. I don't think those cabin lights did anything, but yeah, Richards, the aeroflop. That's what I call it, aeroflop, man. They flopped on that one, man. Like I said, the cabin looks pretty good. Got our economy plus here for all our plane passengers. Coach, economy, whatever you want to call it. And they did a pretty decent job for this aircraft. Got the crew rest area back here somewhere, I believe, where I already passed it. And then here's our coach section here. That's where we leave Tyler Rocks to hang out. He has his entire economy cabin for himself. He can stay back here, color, play, run around, do what he needs to do. And here's the rear of the plane with our galley in the back here. Yeah, other than that, great looking aircraft, like I said. iniBuilds did a pretty good job along with Asobo. Yeah, man, waste of money from the government. I mean, you getting the government grant, man. You that should be one of the best planes you ever done in your life, but I don't know what happened there, man. It flopped, turned around and burned? Absolutely. And coming back up to our Sigma section, this is where we got Yoham, CJ Flies, Mr. CST Gaming. They're all sitting up here hanging out, talking crap. Probably talking about me right now too, so. I don't know what happened to our music. We'll check that out real quick once we get back up into the cockpit here. But pretty nice aircraft. Get the door closed here so Tyler doesn't run up here and try to hit our fire suppression systems. Yeah, we're getting a 65 knot tailwind up here, Dave, so it's looking pretty good. All right. The only thing I don't really like is that the lighting here in the cockpit, a little dark, but I guess we can turn up some flood panels and stuff here. But I don't think that's going to too much help us at all. Destination fuel below minimums. Okay, yep. Tracking. Other than that, this is a pretty good plane. All right, we're nearing Denver. Denver's up ahead a couple of 100 miles, I believe. I'm gonna pretty much overfly it. We'll pass it to the left side of the aircraft. I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back from that quick little break. Coming up on Denver now. Spin her around real quick. Gonna fly over by Tyler. Uh-oh. Camera controls are a little cuckoo. Let's see if we can do it this way. Cool. That is a little bright. But we are cruising. Oh, just hit a little turbulence there. And I will say turbulence is one of the best things that they've updated in the sim with the wake turbulence and all that good stuff. Get some of that wake off the Rockies there. We're getting a lot of it there. She is getting rocked around just a little bit. Yeah, Rich, as I saw that, man, you know, as the old school flight simmer, man, when FS Labs did it originally with that malware, now they're coming with now they're coming back with the sim. I'm not the sim, but this is the 320 series and 24, and they're wanting to charge $70, man. That's an easy pass for me, not a hard pass, easy pass for me. I don't think I'm gonna spend $70 for a plane that, you know, has some of the features that we've already paid for, like the de-icing and all that stuff. We've got that stuff natively either through the sim, GSX, or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna spend that money on the 321. Now, if they come out with a 330, you know, we can look at that one. We can discuss that, but I think we are oversaturated with 320s, 321s. I think it's time to move on from that and you know, find another plane. Yeah, we have way too many, you know, of the 320 family, man. It's time to, you know, hey, let's let somebody go out and fix the ERJ and the CRJ. Let's get some more competition in the Boeing lineup, you know. Let's find another plane to do other than freaking Airbus. Totally agree on that one. I mean, we got this 330. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna come out with another 330. You know, we're waiting on the 350. At this point, you know, let's go do some retro aircraft. Let's fix that 727. I know Flight Sim Studios, not Flight Sim Studios. I forget the name of the developer. I think somebody else is coming out with one. Look at that wing flex on the left-hand side there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, FlyJ Sim 73. I love to see some corporate jets. You know, some Dassault Falcons. Hint, hint, wink, wink. No Gulfstream may be a stretch too far, but we're adding competition into a market that's already oversaturated. I'll say it like that. Why do Pittsburgh Steelers have one logo under their helmet? I don't know. Have to go look at the history of it. Do some research. I think that's Boulder City out there to our left. We'll wave to Tyler here in a minute. I think he's down in Colorado Springs. We might let somebody go to the lab and flush. so it flies out, you know. But I think this sim right here, it started off rough. It's getting better. It's getting better by the week. I just think Asobo and Microsoft need to push out a couple of patches, you know, sooner rather than later. You know, start that chopping block quick. But this can be a great sim if they get it fixed to get it optimized. Let me see. Let me bring up my frame rate counter here real quick. I think I'm averaging anywhere from 80 to 100 frames while I'm flying in this simulator, which is pretty not too bad. Let's see what the frame counter is saying here. Yeah, so I'm pulling about 80 frames right now, which is not bad. As long as I'm above 60, I have no care in the world what my frames look like. I think the other day when I was crossing the pond, I was pulling over 100 and something, but who cares? Anything above 60 is good enough for me. I'm not a guy that typically frame hogs anyway, so. There's Denver right there as we're coming up on it. Wish Gulfstream would team up with one team and let them do it. I know, man. I think the issue that a lot of people are having with Gulfstream is that Gulfstream wants every single thing modeled in their aircraft, and that's what's causing the issue. A lot of the systems, most devs cannot figure out how to model, given, you know, the resources of like SDKs and stuff like that. There is Denver Airport, Mile High City. Exactly. They demand perfection, which you can't blame them. You know, you want perfection, you can get perfection, but it's going to come at a cost. And I don't think that Flight Sim is at that level yet for Gulfstream's liking. All right. There is Denver. I don't see anybody taking off right now. I mean, we're way up high anyway. Doesn't look like anybody's at the airport. Maybe still too early for everybody. All right, we're tied up right now with the Bengals. 7-7, first quarter. We'll keep an eye on that game. Denver approach is on. I think somebody's about to land, actually. Maybe not. Probably won't be able to see him up here, though. I was flight state. I was amazed by that sim. That sim feels it flies exactly the same. Which sim were you talking about, Richards? Gulfstream simulator? Sounds like lullaby music. I don't know if you guys hear that. That's my dog in the back. Oh, nice. That's right. You did get your rating a month ago. Congrats, man. I gotta come link up with you and get a ride on that thing. Went from the Vision Jet to the Gulfstream, man. Must be nice. One day I'll have my my license and I'll be able to fly with you. Oh man. I'll say the lighting in the daytime is pretty good on this sim. Clouds are looking a lot better. Night lighting I think needs a little tweaking, but other than that, I think that this sim is coming along pretty nicely. Thank you. You're my streamer again, so you're my manifesto brother. Yeah, I appreciate that, Riches, man. Hopefully you can get out to GoFlight next year too, man. I know you were kind of busy this year. Definitely pick your brain at GoFlight. I'm trying to start flight school myself, but you know, being in the military and getting hours and everything is kind of tough. So I'm thinking about just waiting until I get out and doing it all in like a year and a half, getting it all knocked out, go from PPL, hero to zero in about a year, year and a half, and you know, see what my options are. Hey guy, give me this ball. Come here. Come here. You want the ball? You want the ball? You was lucky, Fort Leonard Wood. Yeah, man. Good old Fort Leonard Wood. I did AIT up there, man. That's a boring place. If I had the time then, I would definitely do it up there. Yeah, I'm up here in Richmond now, so we got a flight school up there. It's just finding the time with what I'm doing now. If I had the time I had back then now, then I definitely could have done it. I got what is it, Liberty University down in Lynchburg. It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. But you know, going back and forth down that way would be quite a stretch on the weekends for me. Pretty much give all my weekends up driving. But I do have Chester County, which is like 15 minutes away. But it's a private airport, and it is a little expensive to go out there. Oh, you did OSET up there, MP? Yeah, I was just up there for 88 Mike School, man, driving trucks around the base. Yeah, you were up there with the MPs and the engineers. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Ortho in this thing doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I know that. I know the feeling of that. Lucky for me, when I came through, we had drill sergeants just for basic training. And then we had platoon sergeants in AIT. But they've turned it back around. Now it's drill sergeants for both basic and AIT, no matter if it's an OSET or not. That's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm in a freaking AIT brigade right now, and that thing keeps me busy with the stuff that they're doing. Absolutely. And with the way things are going now, discipline is lost. I'll say that. Discipline is lost. They have too many freedoms. They have a lot of freedoms now that we didn't get. You know, we got 3 phone calls in basic training. One to say we were there, one to say we were halfway through, and one to say what day we were graduating. Now these kids get their phones every weekend, or I think every night now. Like it's crazy. It is crazy. And this starts in basic training now. They get their phones in basic training. I know me, you, CST, when we went through training, we were writing letters home. We didn't get a phone call. We had a calling card with like 30 minutes on it. It probably lasts us all the way through AIT. Yeah. I know now, like where I'm at now, and right outside Richmond at Fort Greg Adams, Fort Lee, if you remember Fort Lee. These kids show up to AIT and get a 3-day pass like the day they pull up on the bus, and it's like, when did that happen? They don't even earn their passes; they're just given to them now. I was like, man, this is out of control. Oh yeah, mop gear. Those mop drills at night, they sucked. The only time it didn't suck putting that mop gear on was when you were out in the field. It was cold because that actually warmed you up. But doing that crap during the summer, man, going out to Fort Irving, going out to the desert Fort Pope, man, nah, I'm good. I was hoping that the iniBuilds Lloyd would come out today, but I hadn't seen any announcements on it. I don't know if it came out yet. I want to pick that up and compare that with the Orbex. Gas chambers, oh man, I hate the gas chamber. Only when I was sick, when I would be the only time I would love to go get in that gas chamber, man. Clear your sinuses out. Gas, gas, gas. Yeah, I'm good. And the other thing that I noticed too, just walking around AIT land here, the meals have changed drastically from what we used to get too. They're way worse. I mean, what we had was slop, but I mean, this is like the slop of the slop. Oh, it is? Okay, I must have missed that announcement this morning. So I'll cop that up out the stream today. Go fly around there. Probably load up in the 821, 321, or the 320. 320 most likely. Maybe do some EasyJet or Scandinavian ops in that thing. Very nice. Oh, look at that little jet. What was that? Was that a UFO? What was that? I don't know what the heck that was. Oh, there it is right there. That might be another aircraft. Oh yeah, Southwest Boeing 738. That thing zoomed by. Very cool. AIG, I'm waiting on them to update their stuff so we can get some proper AI traffic in the sim here. FSTL is working, but it's got its little issues with it. But that's what we're running right now is FSTL traffic. I seen a lady pull out a bag of eggs, dump it on the grill. It looked like water and food coloring. Yeah. I think the best meal since I've been where I'm at now was this past Thanksgiving. They actually had real turkey, you know, all the fixings and stuff. But most days when I go on that DFAC, man, it looks disgusting. Yeah, I hate breakfast MREs. I avoid those like the plague. My two favorite MREs are the chili mac and the chili with beans. And then I think the tuna fish, because it's actually freeze-dried tuna fish, so. And they both come with Skittles and all the other good stuff. I don't even remember the last time I had an MRE. Got about another hour and a half left in the air. Appreciate y'all being here with me today. If you hadn't done so, please hit that like button, help the channel out as we have begun our streaming career here on the YouTube platform. Subscribe. Again, looks like we're going to start doing a Friday and Saturday stream here on the channel. Now that I'm kind of settled into what I'm doing, maybe add 1 or 2 in during the week, but Friday through Sunday looks like it's going to be our stream schedule so far. So if you can, if you want to, please like and subscribe for the Major Mark Stream Network. We really do appreciate it. Spaghetti and meat sauce wasn't bad. Yep, with the Gatorade. Oh yeah, that was also a good one. I think there was another one that I used to like too. Some of the pastas weren't too bad. Anything with spaghetti or meatballs in it was pretty good. I don't know, it was something about that chili mac that was my go-to. They got a pizza MRE now as well. I hadn't tried it. Heard that it was pretty good, but I don't know how you freeze dry pizza and warm it up and make it good. So. Oh yeah, pasta's always good. You can't really jack up the pasta. There's all that weird pork stuff that they always jacked up. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I think so too, Richard. Man, I don't know about that pizza. I stay away from it. Let's check the football game here. Oh man. In the first quarter, we're down by 7. Hopefully we come back. See Strikers doing LTX though, that was very cool. Oh yeah. Strikers, the Abrams. We had a couple live fire exercises with some Apaches coming shooting some Hellfires downrange with us, so it was pretty cool. LTXs could be fun, but they could be some shitty times as well. Dad went to my graduation, called me and said, "Why is there a tank behind me?" I remember graduation day, my mom came, took me out to eat. Maybe like an hour after that, she dropped me. I was like, "I'm going, I'm leaving, bye." So I had to spend the rest of my time at the PX because we couldn't go back to the barracks till like 1800 that day. Yeah, I can't remember when I think I graduated in November. I started, oh, I can't even remember when I started. I know I graduated around, actually it might have been October. I can't remember. October, November, sometime around there. And then that's when I got to Fort Leonard Wood in the cold. We got about 3 feet of snow, and it was crazy. Captain Zimp, what's going on, man? How's it going? Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. Welcome aboard. Flying with Gabo. Is he up and live right now? That kid. Not a long flight. About this was about a 2-hour and 50-minute flight. Got about another hour and 30 minutes left on it. Real world Delta Ops. We just subbed out the 330-200 for the 330-300. That's about it. Putting Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 through its paces. Surprised you didn't join up, Captain Zimp. My best duty station, Hawaii. Hands down, Hawaii. Just living in Hawaii. All the travel that I did to like Thailand, Singapore. That was probably the best time I had. Duty what there wasn't too hectic, and I was able to, you know, have the best of both worlds. If I could, I would go back in a heartbeat. How many years did you do, Richard? Germany, beautiful. Got to shoot the 777. Part on the go. Nice. Yeah, never been to Germany. Always requested it and never got it. Came close one time, but yeah. I think after I leave here, I want to go back to Hawaii. 7 including your 2. Okay, nice. I got about 5.5, 6 years left, and then I'm hanging this thing up. I think I'm gonna do 20 and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go find something else. I don't need stars on my chest. Yeah, Afghan. That place sucked. I did about a year in Afghan up in Kandahar, between Kandahar and Jabad, Fenty. Yeah, those were some good times there too. I think it was green beans that got me through that crap. Yeah, family first, man, always. I can respect that. But hey, look at you, Gulfstream pilot, living the life as well. Kicked in more doors most days with your bomb K9. Nice. Andrew, how's it going, man? Welcome aboard. Hope you are having a great afternoon today. We're headed down to Atlanta from Salt Lake on the iniBuilds A330, I'm sorry, A330-300. Just testing out Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Alright, we're floating through, I guess, Kansas now. Plain states. Like I said, the ortho looks a little improved. Not too much, but it's looking pretty decent, you know, for this ride out here. Oh yeah, went through the military, made me the man I am. Set me up with a great future. It sucked, but I don't regret it. Yeah, that's the one thing. We all have our good and bad days in the military, but at the end of the day, I think it made everybody better, you know? So no complaints there. Yeah, I've done 15 so far. And like I say, you know, I had my ups and downs, but, you know, more better days than bad days. You always have those bad days, but I mean, at the end of the day, we all go through things, and it just makes us better. Good thing about having a dog, if it's too hot, I'm staying on the fob, baby. Oh yeah. JR, appreciate your subscription, man. Thank you so much. Again, if you hadn't hit down that, smash down that like button, do that for me as well, please. Going for about 50 likes today on today's stream. See where we can get with that. Know it's kind of a last minute stream I put together here. I know football season is going on as well. I think we're up to about 15, so do appreciate you guys for hitting that like button for me today. Appreciate it again, JR. Take a look inside the cockpit here and just see how we're doing. Looks like everything is running pretty well. Just check our fuel out here. It's flowing pretty fine. What I have noticed, one thing about this plane is that I've been having issues unplugging things and replugging. So I think yesterday I was flying with Dave, and I unplugged something, and the next thing you know, like, the whole plane shut down. So luckily, me and Dave, we kind of troubleshooted. We started the APU up, you know, restart procedures per ECAM memos actually work. So this plane actually responds, you know. So it's pretty good. We got a 100 knot tailwind. Oh my goodness! So we are rolling and making time go by pretty fast. Cool. Terrence, man, I appreciate it, man. Welcome aboard, man. Hope you are enjoying the content so far. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Appreciate the like and the subscribe. Headed down to Atlanta, baby. Yeah, that's the other thing I did notice about this plane, Richard, is that the ILS sometimes doesn't tune. So I actually did a flight from Minneapolis into Atlanta yesterday, right before the VASM event, and the ILS didn't tune for 26 right, so I had to manually take over and just visually take it in. But there are some, yeah, like small little kinks like that that I'm pretty sure between the Sobo iniBuilds they'll be able to hash those things out. Jacob, if you look up top, we got about an hour and 16 minutes left before we get into Atlanta. Give or take about 10 minutes. So, yeah, and I think that's what it really has to boil down to. I know a lot of our seniors are pouring in, but the not the AIRAC, but the nav data between 2020 and 24, I think it's glitching some of that stuff up. But yeah. So if you don't know your procedures, if you don't have charts, it will behoove you to have some charts up and running while you're flying into some of these third-party airports. Pitchy, what's going on, man? Hope you are having a fantastic afternoon. Welcome aboard, my friend. Like I said, once you are able to download 2024, kind of get in there, understand how the UI is working, and can figure out how to set your controls, your bindings, and clear out all that junk Asobo put in there. It's not too bad of a simulator. I think once a lot of the developers kind of get into that SDK, dissect it, understand it, and make all the tweaks and modifications they need, this is going to be it's going to be just as great as 2020 is. But for now, I still intend to run some 2020 on the channel here, especially for my Boeing lineup of aircraft. And I really hadn't played around in the sim tab there, Richards, but I hadn't even started my career mode yet, so hadn't even worked my way up through that stuff yet. So I'm gonna give it a try here soon. I just kind of been doing some free flight stuff. I played around in the C-17, the A-10 Warhawk, F-16, F-18, whichever one it was. But yeah, definitely every day I get home from work, I kind of just try to explore something else other than doing free flight. Hopefully I didn't delete too many of the excuse me, the default keybinds that I need when I start my career mode, because I'm gonna be messed up. But I'm pretty sure I can go back and get them all reset. But yeah, this has been a pretty good sim so far. Other than like the first 3 days of trying to download it, actually load into the sim, with the servers being all overloaded. Yeah, I hadn't played around with that A400. I've seen it up in person once before. I forget where I was at when I saw it. Very interesting plane. You know, looks like a ripoff of a C-130 to me. That's how I kind of attribute it to C-130, C-17. But I might get into that sometime this week as well. Got this nice little tailwind pushing us through. Check and see what our progress is looking like here. Got about 538 miles till top of the drop here, so looking pretty good. Once we get around the Memphis airspace, we'll go ahead and we'll plug in our approach. I think Atlanta Center is still on. I think we got center and approach on today, so we should have some ATC on the way in today. Mr. Fly with Lotto, how you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard, man. Hope you are having a fantastic Sunday afternoon. Hope you had a great evening last night. Welcome aboard, my friend. If they hit us with a new sim in 4 years, they're gonna lose it. Yeah, man. I think this was the shortest lived sim ever, you know, with 2020, 4 years. I think FSX was what, about a 10-year run? P3D, you know, all that stuff. This was like quick turnaround here. Hopefully they stick with this one and improve on it a lot before they try to release another sim, man. Because I think at this point, I think a lot of us are going to just slow down and just be like 1 or 2 sims behind. They're releasing these sims like they're releasing iPhones now. Yeah, man, that contrail, man, it's a glitch. Sometimes, like, I can, like, pop in the cockpit, pop back out, and I have 2. But for this flight, it's just been 1. Looks like it's blowing out the APU tail. I think I've fell in love with Airbus now because that's pretty much all I've been flying. I used to be a Boeing guy, 75, 76. Can't wait till that Bluebird comes out. I'll probably be back in that thing just flying any and everything. Yeah, we are pushing this bad boy down from Salt Lake to Atlanta. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm in love with the A330 right now. It's a pretty good fun aircraft to fly. The Fenix in this sim are actually pretty good to fly too. They got some issues to work out with, like the EFB. You kind of have to double click on everything to kind of get it to work, but once you get that up and running, man, it's still a good plane to fly. Fenix flies pretty well in 2024. I think I'm gonna try out the 787, the Dreamliner in here. Yeah, that 321. I love that 321 too. I'm kind of a wide body guy, so like between 2020 and 2024, 777, A321, A330. I pull out the A380 every now and then just to play around with that thing, but it's a pretty good plane as well too. I'm just waiting on a PMDG with the 7.4, Bluebird with the 7.5, 7.6, and iniBuilds with the A350. Man, once we get those, I think I'm gonna be set. One other plane I'm looking forward to testing out and flying around will be the Synaptic A220, man. That'll be something new to fly. Never flown on one. Hopefully for Expo, I can get on an A220 to go up to Providence in with Breeze. So got some direct flights out of Richmond to Breeze that are pretty cheap, very cheap, like less than $100 cheap one way. So fingers crossed on that. Expo tickets should be out in about 13 days as well. So if you are looking to go to Flight Sim Expo this year up in Providence, I think pre-sale tickets start December 14th, if I'm not mistaken. So be on the lookout for that as well. Yeah, I know the 7.8 ain't nothing new. I'm trying to see if Horizon Sim is going to get in here and try to tweak that thing up, or who's that, Bravo Airspace, bring their Dash 8 over. I heard that was a pretty good one. I hadn't tried the Dash 8 either, so waiting on that study level stuff to come out, man. I miss the old days of who was it? Then P3D with the 7.8. Quality Wings. That Quality Wing 7.8 thing was pretty good too. I think the first payware airplane that I bought when I was in like Flight Sim 2002 was the CLS DC-10. Didn't know what the hell I was doing in that plane, but I thought I was doing something, you know. And the old Mad Dog, Leonardo Mad Dog MD-80, 87, 88. Those were some fun planes to fly back then, man. Terrence, by the end of next year, I don't know, man. To be honest, it just depends on how quick the most of the airline developers can get in there and learn the SDK. But I think most people be playing 2020 probably through early of next year. I would say probably as late as May. It depends on two things. You know, one, if the developers can get in there and learn the new SDK for 2024, get all their airplanes working and compatible with 2024, and then two will be how quick can the Sobo fix all these issues that they got going on right now with the sim when they on, you know, from launch day. So depending on that, I think maybe by Expo people will start deleting their 2020s. I'm only keeping 2020 up right now for two reasons: the Bluebird 7.5, and then just my Boeing lineup right now. So the Boeing lineup in itself, and then with the release of Bluebird 7.5, because that's going that will be the only place that you can actually use that aircraft at. So for now, yeah, 2020 is on my system. I got enough space between my two M.2s for scenery aircraft and the simulator, so I don't see an issue with it. Yeah, I hate that it's only releasing for 2020, but you know the way PMDG does it, I think that the upgrade charge will be not steep, but it's gonna, you know, you're gonna have to pay for it again. So if you want to really get into that 777 freighter like I do, which that's another aircraft that I'm ready for, do some FedEx ops, do some Atlas Air ops, Kalita Air, you know, all the good cargo companies out there. Yeah, you're gonna spend that money and get into it and fly it around in 2020. Captain Ireland, how's it going, man? Welcome aboard, man. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon, man. Appreciate you coming in, showing some support to the channel. Yeah, that 75 and 777 freighter. I think when once those planes come out, I might just be back in 2020 until they, they both come over, man. I gotta get my hands on them. The 777-300ER is okay, but I'm a free dog, man. That MD-11 right now, I need to dust that thing back off and fly it around a little bit too. We got some Sigma releases coming out, man. I tell you, it's just the timing of 2024 and 2020, man. I know I kind of understand from a developer standpoint, but at the same time, as a consumer, it's like, come on, man, y'all got to put some overtime in and get these planes ready for the new sim. You're gonna wait. You don't want to purchase. It makes you feel like you wasted money. Yeah, I bought into that PMDG Kool-Aid coming out of P3D to 2020, where they were like, hey, buy the 737NG and you get $100 credit, for 2020, and then you end up waiting almost a year and a half, 2 years. So I'm like, again, I'm on the fence about it too. I want to see the pricing for that freighter before I even think about it. For aircraft releasing in 2020 now, they should really do a free upgrade to 24 since it's already out, but they won't. Yeah, man, they won't. They won't, man. You gotta look at it, at the end of the day, for a developer, this is a business. It's not a hobby for them. It is a hobby, but more so of a business for them. So they're gonna charge. iniBuilds has already kind of released their product strategy now, with the enhanced and premium upgrades that they're gonna start doing. So. Yeah, if it was released without the sim, then it would make sense. With the fact that new sim, yeah, totally agree, Richards, man. I really do agree with that. Yeah, depending on the development timeline, once we kind of understand where they are at in development, yeah, it probably will be cost beneficial to the consumer to wait until the 2024 version is out versus paying for it twice. Alright guys, we're crossing over into Arkansas. I'm going to go grab me something to sip on, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back. We have our drink in hand. Looks like Memphis Center just came on and Atlanta Center went off. Go figure. Let's get them dialed up because we're actually about to cross into their airspace. So 13255, and we will give them a ring.
.308 radar contact 36 miles south of the Razorback VOR. Altitude indicates 13,200. Just want to maintain 3,000. Expect a visual approach for runway 34. Or actually, advise your approach request and set northwest Arkansas.
According to our sim brief, it's going in for 34 right.
AJ, how's it going, man? Hope you are having a great afternoon. Appreciate you joining the live stream, man. Hope this ain't the last time you join.
Like, do you have an instrument approach or a visual approach queued up?
It's going to be, it's saying ILS, but I'll do a visual.
Your shuttle 6308, roger. Just want to maintain 3,000.
Under 3,000, air shuttle 6308.
And Memphis Center, Delta 915, heavy, flight level 410, coming over Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Delta 915, Memphis Center,
I did 915.
Memphis Center, United 1798, 27 miles southeast of the side of Vortex, flight level 370.
I love the 75 and 777 freighter, but I can't be actually spend all that money for 2020 version, just about 2024. And mostly an Airbus guy, so I can wait. Yep. To each their own there, Johan, man. I understand totally. Microsoft dropped the ball though. The devs didn't get the SDK like Fenix and PMDG, and they bring over so many users. PMDG and they.
Delta 915, radar contact 11 miles northwest of the Razorback VOR, flight level 410. Welcome.
All right, we are.
Memphis Center, Walker 4779. We're about 2.5 miles from the side in VOR.
Yeah, Richards, man.
Walker 4779.
At least from what they were told at Expo, they were going to get that SDK back in September. And obviously that did not happen.
Walker 4779.
And you know that's what's causing all the issues.
Position as reported.
Yeah, so we'll drop the ball on getting the SDK out to their big deals. I mean, iniBuilds got it because they were partnering with them, but you know, Fenix, PMDG, they didn't get it till what, about 2-3 weeks before the sim even dropped. Didn't give them any time. That too, Yoham, this whole streaming thing, I think it needs to just go. I don't like the streaming thing. Let me download what I want to download on my sim, and I can let me determine what I want to be streamed, what not to be streamed. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the issues that I have with 2024 as well. All right, we are back up in the lead by 3. We got to beat the Bengals. We have to beat the Bengals today. More liveries.
United 2675, Memphis Center.
Yep, that's the first step. They need to start satisfying their customers. Yep, customer satisfaction is going to play a big part into the longevity of this stream, I think. Every time I fly this plane or any Airbus in 2024, my plane goes up without any warning, and I can't seem to recover. Interesting. So the trick that I did, Dexter, because I was actually having issues with all the Airbuses in this. Andrew Shackelford, appreciate the subscription. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Major Mark family. Hope you enjoy your time here. But yeah, Dexter. The issue that I was having was that I would take off and my sim would freeze. So went on the iniBuilds forums and I found out you can go into the into the community folder, delete the iniBuilds aircraft, restart 2024, and they will restream back to you. So I did that, and my planes have been working. They have been working since then, so that's one of the ways I was able to get my stuff to work into the sim as well.
2675, about 20 northwest Meridian, flight level 380.
So you might want to give that a try, and I think that works for any of the default aircraft.
2675 Memphis Center, good afternoon, radar contact position as reported.
I think a lot of that came from everybody trying to download the sim at one time,
6308,
and files got corrupted.
No, we've had a little bit of scenery loading there. It took a little bit.
And no problem, Dex.
Shuttle 6308, roger. Field is going to be at
Hopefully that helps you out, man.
12 o'clock and 19 miles. Advise when you have it in sight.
We're at the field in sight for our Shuttle 6308.
Shuttle 6308, cleared visual, 34 right approach.
Good for the visual, 34 right for our Shuttle 6308.
Yeah, luckily I hadn't had any stutters since I've done that as well. It kind of got rid of all the stutters, all the issues that I was having in 24. Dexter B, man, appreciate the subscription, man. Welcome aboard to the Major Mark family. Hope you enjoy your time here on the YouTube channel. But yeah, I think that'll fix a lot of issues. I just think that with everybody trying to download the sim on day one, it just corrupted a lot of people's files. So the fact that that's the one good thing about the streaming I do like is that you can delete it when you restream. It'll re-put that stuff back in there, but it might become problematic over time just to to be dealing with a lot of the stuff, especially with some of these handcrafted airports. Once you want to get rid of them and put in your third parties, but for right now it's actually helping. So hopefully that helps you, man. Let me know if it does or not. Yeah, Richards, I think just flying base models in 2020. Yeah, this 330, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm in love with it. It flies well. It does what you need it to do. Like I said, yesterday me and Dave were flying around.
Delta 915, proceed at Kensaw.
Direct Kensaw for our Delta 915. Alright, he gave us direct Kensaw, so we'll go direct there. I think that's just to get us out of his airspace a little quicker. A little more direct. We'll pass Memphis off to the right-hand side now. My hometown.
Delta 549, Delta 549, Memphis.
Cool. We'll go ahead and plan this arrival up. I believe they're still landing on the 26s. Let me check Navigraph real quick. Atlanta Center went offline for us.
1798 Squawk 7.
Let's check the weather here and the ATIS. So real world ATIS, yep, they're landing 2627. We will take. I think Sam Brief gave us 27. I'm not mistaken. I gave us 26. So we'll plan for the 26 and via the Glavin 1 arrival.
American 2581, Memphis.
Do 26 right via Glavin 1. We'll take that via Zello, I believe. So let's get him in here. 26 right, Glavin 1. Transition today will be. What was our transition in here? I believe it'd be Russia. Yep, and we'll take that via Zillow. Get all that inserted. Cool. That's looking good there.
United 1798, you are leaving my airspace to the East Atlanta Center is offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Good night.
Cool.
Alrighty, over to the Void, United
Get
1798.
the
What's got?
approach charts up and pan those.
Air Shuttle 6308, the wind 0405, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Clear land, Air Shuttle 6308.
Cool. I appreciate it all the way from the Netherlands, man. Another place I want to go. Haven't been there before.
Memphis
I
Center,
always wanna
Delta
go there.
3479 Heavy, flight level 390, about 40 miles west of the Razorback, BOR.
And there's Dave behind me.
Delta 3479, Memphis Center, good afternoon, radar contact position as reported.
Yeah, GSX, man, as much as they send out updates and patch fixes, you would think they would have had all this stuff worked out by now. They've had the plane just as long as we've had it, and I don't know.
Delta 549, I did see your PMs, apologies for the random 3 there. You are still barely in my airspace, but you're just about to be leaving, so you can continue monitoring Unicom.
Matthew, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a great afternoon. Welcome aboard, man. Got about another 45 minutes or so before we touch down in Atlanta.
Delta 3479, proceed at Kensaw.
Direct Kensaw, Delta 3479.
That chemtrail is actually killing me now, just sitting here looking at it. And I know the other issue with this aircraft is also the wing flex on the left-hand wing, I believe.
2581, American 2581, Memphis Center.
It doesn't even move, but the one on the right wobbles like it should. So, thing that sucks with iniBuilds now with this aircraft, you have to wait on the Asus to do their updates in order to get that fixed. So, we might be waiting some time for that.
X5393, Memphis Center, recycle transponder, squawk 4567.
4567, and 5393.
FedEx 5393, radar contact 20 miles northeast, the Bowling Green VOR, level 380, welcome.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think Asobo
Memphis Center, good.
has some work to do with this sim, but I think again, once they get these issues worked out, this will be a pretty decent sim.
American 2581, Memphis Center, Ida.
Excuse me.
And Memphis Center, American 2011,
American 2811, Memphis Center, good afternoon.
Center, Air Shuttle 6308, holding short of Bravo.
Air Shuttle 6308, welcome to Northwest Arkansas. You can taxi to parking via Bravo.
6 Mark View Bravo, Air South Securely.
Good old Arkansas. I went to college down there. Not my
Walker
brightest moment.
4779, you're leaving my airspace to the east. Atlanta Center is offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Get up.
Alrighty, from Bridge at the game chat for Walker 4779, we'll see it.
American 2581, radar contact. Overhead, the Fort Smith VOR, flight level 340.
Good afternoon, Memphis Air Southwest 356, checking in through flight level 329er.
Southwest 356, Memphis Center, I had it.
I did Southwest 356.
The weather was changing down below us there. It's clouds like kind of went in and out. In a few months, you don't think we'll be talking about 2020 anymore? I can agree with that. Like I said, you know, developers getting their stuff open in 2024. I think
Southwest 356, radar contact 43 miles north of the
I think what we're really waiting on is the Bluebird PMDG lineup.
Nashville,
Once we get those, I think, you know,
International
2020 can be
Cherokee.
officially deleted off everybody's PCs.
Via the Remnant 2 in north end.
The one thing that I do see with 2024 is the with the streaming and everything is the freeware projects that we've been getting in 2020. I think that those guys, they're going to suffer because the way they're trying to lock this SDK down and how you get stuff imported into this sim is going to really hurt those guys. That's the only concern that I have, because I mean we got some great freeware out there, like Freeware Frankfurt, some of these smaller places like Paro, things like that.
FedEx 5393, descend via
I
the
just
Blue
see those
5
like
arrival,
going
Memphis
away
landing
if
north
we
Memphis,
continue down this
altimeter
track.
3032.
Descending via Blue 5 arrival to the north, altimeter 3032, speaking flight ahead.
Really hope that the tornadoes and storms and firefighters coming to free flight in some kind of way. You can just create your own scenarios. That would be pretty cool to do. Yeah. Like I said, I got to get into the career mode there. Start my career. I hadn't done that yet. Something that I do need to get around to doing. I kind of just took the sim and went straight at it for the free flight just to try to test out some of the aircraft. See how the systems were modeled in a lot of it.
KLM 115, heavy, flight level 380.
KLM 115, Alpha Sensor ident.
I think once most everything is over to 24, I consider getting it, but I'm sticking with 2020 for now. That's respectful. I kind of did the same thing with P3D. You know, when 2020 came out, I bought the sim. It just sat on my computer until we had good third-party integration into it. I think I made the switch over to Microsoft 2020 when PMDG released the 73700. Yep, and the freighter should be out this Friday, so stick around for that. We will be doing some freight ops, probably out of Memphis. Mr. Gabriel Vinera
115,
Alves.
contact.
Hope I pronounced that right. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome to the Major Mark Network.
1 mile.
Hope you enjoy your time here. Thank you again for subscribing.
Walnut Ridge, Flight 380, recycle transponder, squawk 1314.
Squawking 13 on 4 km, 15 heavy.
Career mode is loaded with bugs. Game crashed on the unexpected error multiple times after flight.
United 2675, you're leaving my airspace to the southeastern center is offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change for you. Good day.
I will see you next time. 2675. Bye-bye.
Memphis Center, good afternoon. This is Delta 1624, flight level 410.
Delta 1624, Memphis Center, ident.
Yep. I think again,
1624,
we're going to push out a patch or two. It's going to address a lot of these issues that we had from day one release, and hopefully everything gets better, man. I mean, the only way it can go up, only way they can go is from here. So, kind of like what Tyler says, where do we go from here? And they need to go up.
Delta 1624, radar contact 20 miles northeast of the Monroe VOR, flight level 410, welcome. American 2581, you're leaving my airspace to the west. Fort Worth Center is offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. American 2581. Have a good day.
Alright guys, we're coming over Memphis now. Almost in the Memphis, actual city of Memphis. We're in Memphis airspace, so not too much longer before we land in Atlanta. See how this bad boy puts down on the ground. Hopefully we don't smash it like we've been doing. We've had some decent landings and we have some smashers as well. I've added a couple curves to my Thrustmaster stick here, so hopefully they'll help out as we come in for a landing today. What I did notice about this plane, you actually have to fly this bad boy into the ground before you flare. It's not like a Fenix where you can kind of start, you know, edging it up at about 30-50 feet. Kind of have to take this thing almost to the ground like you would in a Mad Dog or something before you flare, because if you flare too early you might end up stalling, smashing down. Gonna enjoy the last couple of virtual biscuits before descent. Sweet. I need to go get me some more biscuits. I think I was biscuit out there world flight. Yeah, we're gonna get a butter, man. We're gonna butter it. I didn't get G's to work with the with this one yet. I gotta figure out what I gotta do to get that one to work. So we probably won't get a landing rate. Well, I got a landing rate on there, but you just won't see it. I'll let you know what it is. I think so far I've been averaging about 220, 240 in this plane. I did have one smasher of like 438.
2825 Memphis Center.
So we'll see.
Radar contact position as reported. Welcome. Southwest 356, expect a visual approach for runway 2 center. Or correction, expect an ILS approach.
I think Memphis is down here to our right.
ILS for 2 center,
somewhere. Probably won't be able to see it with the cloud cover. It's somewhere down over there somewhere. There's the bridge. There the bridge is right there, so airport's somewhere over here up on the cloud cover. Might see it after we pass through it. Again, if you've just joined, if you hadn't done so, please smash down that like button. We appreciate it. We're going for about 50 likes today. I think last we checked we were about at about 15, so the more we can get, the better. Do appreciate y'all coming out today and sitting down, watching me fly around in Microsoft 2024. I'm flying with the iniBuilds A330. Hopefully, if you did pick up 2024, you're having a somewhat of a decent experience. There's the airport right below us, below the nose there. Got about another 35 minutes or so before we land. It's definitely a Delta. I was weekend. You did Detroit to JFK last night. The 321, very nice. Yeah, since the Shark was released, I've been a Delta guy. Always been a Delta guy, but I definitely was on my Delta kick with the 321, man, flying around the Sharklets.
2243 Memphis Center right up.
Southwest 106, heading 251, flight 0220, sorry, course.
Southwest 106 Memphis Center, good afternoon. Descend via the Paisley 4 arrival, Nashville landing north of Nashville, altimeter 3026.
Descend via the Paisley 4 arrival, landing north, altimeter 3026.
This has been a good aircraft to fly. I've been enjoying it so far. Probably do some cargo runs later on this week as well, just to test out the cargo version of this aircraft.
Southwest 2243, radar contact, 22 miles northwest of the Fort Smith VOR, flight level 390.
This thing is definitely in need of more liveries from iniBuilds and, you know, other partners like J Aviation to create some more liveries for us, man. I think we're kind of getting burnt out on the few that we have. The only thing that's missing is the wing flex and GSX integration.
Maintain 3000, maintain 180 knots.
3000, 180 on the speed, Southwest 356.
getting close to leaving Memphis airspace. I'm pretty sure he's going to drop us down to about 3331 here in a sec. And then we'll start our descent.
915 crossed Kensaw at a maintain flight level 330.
And there we go. Kensaw for 330 Delta 915 Heavy. Called it on the money there. So we'll come in here and we will tune up Kensaw for 330. Cool.
United 1877.
This is the top of the descent at about 64 miles. Cool. Still getting a nice headwind, tailwind about 90 knots, so that's pretty good. Said this thing flies pretty well. No big issues with it.
United 1877, radar contact 3 miles southeast of the Tulsa VOR, flight level 310, welcome.
United 1877, roger.
Looks like Atlanta Tower came back on, so we'll get Tower on the way in. Yeah, that wing flex definitely on that left wing is very much needed.
Southwest 356, turn left heading 110, vectors to final.
Left toe 110, Southwest 356.
Shoot back in here. Let's see where our top of the descent is. Got top of the descent here. And about 40 miles. So
41 Sierra Victor.
let's go ahead and come over here to
421 Sierra Victor, Memphis Center.
Memphis Center, Learjet 421 Sierra
dashboard,
Victor. We
and
are
we'll
15
update
north
the
of
meta
Chattanooga,
for
descending
Atlanta.
11,600 for
Winds are
11,000.
270 gusting at 270 at 9 gusting 21. Oh my goodness.
Sierra Victor,
Surface conditions are scattered at 22. So we're looking good. Altimeter 303.
356, you are 4 miles from
12 degrees there, so let's get some of this plugged in.
3,000 still established on the localizer, cleared ILS 202 center approach.
So QNH is 3020. Temperature was 12.
356, left turn 050 on the head.
And the winds were again 270 at 9 gusting 21. So we'll put 270 at 21.
Say again for 1 Sierra Victor.
November 1 Sierra Victor, ident.
Cool. And barrel today, I believe, is 1127. I can't always remember Atlanta's barrels, but 1190. 1190 on the barrel. Cool. So we got all that programmed in.
421 Sierra Victor, radar contact.
We got top of descent coming up.
4 miles southeast of the Shelbyville VOR.
And about 25 miles.
1,000. Advise when you have the weather and NOTAMs for Upper Cumberland Regional and advise an approach request.
Got the weather and NOTAMs, and we'd like the RNAV 4 EQDO transition, 421 Sierra Victor.
421 Sierra Victor, roger.
We've had a great tailwind this entire flight too, so that helped push us through here pretty quickly. This flight was about 2 hours and 50 minutes. Was what we were called for. About 2 hours and 14 minutes into it right now, so
4,000, 1 Sierra Vector.
probably 3 hours gate to gate if you want to count gate to gate, but 2 hours 50 minutes flight time. So not too long of a flight, but just long enough. We pushed back from the gate about 2 hours and 26 minutes ago. Yep. So, yep, 2 hours 15 minutes, give or take. Now I got a butter. A 3 hour flight has to be a butter.
Southwest 2243, you're leaving my airspace.
Alright, Richards, I got you, man. We'll butter for you.
Services are terminated. Frequency change approved.
Go ahead and set our flight level to 33. And we'll queue up the descent here in about...
Delta 915, descend and maintain, flight level 330.
Alright, down to flight level 330, Delta 915.
Southwest 356, wind 330 at 6, runway 2 center clear to land.
And we are headed down.
2 center clear to land, Southwest 356.
Southwest 106, expect the ILS approach for runway 2 right. November 421 Sierra Victor, proceed direct to Quito.
Direct to Quito, 421 Sierra Victor.
And we'll go ahead and get the seatbelt sign on here. Passengers can start preparing for arrival. We'll also ping the purser as well, let her know we're slowing her down and getting her coming in. There we go. We have our descent thrust now. He started descending us a little early. Could have open descented, but it's all good. Dominic, what's going on, man? Hope you are having a fantastic day today. We are approaching Atlanta. Coming out of Memphis Center right now. Coming out of flight level 410. Headed down into Atlanta.
November 421 Sierra Victor at Quito, cleared RNAV, runway 4 approach into Upper Cumberland.
At Quito, clear RNAV, runway 4 to Cumberland, 421 Sierra Victor.
FedEx 5393, expect a visual approach for runway 36 right.
Been Gucci all day, been busy in the morning, just chilling now. That's what's up.
FedEx 5393, expect a visual approach for runway 36 right.
Hopefully you and Flower Gobble weren't up too late last night.
Approach, this is right, FedEx 5393 heavy.
That's just a dog in the background.
Southwest 356, clear at Sierra 5, will be into Delta 3 this afternoon.
Southwest 356, welcome to Nashville. Taxi to the gate via Sierra 5, Tango 4, cross runway 31 at Tango 4.
Sierra 5,
Be
Tango
right
4,
back, 1 sec.
Tango 4, Southwest 356.
Alrighty. Had to get a restroom break there. Pull out some speed brake here. so we can catch back up to our
Delta
descent path.
915, you're leaving my airspace to the east. Atlanta Center is offline. Your radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Over to advisory. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Delta 915 Heavy. All right, we're over to Unicom now, and we are coming down pretty nicely. We got the speed brakes out now. We'll pull them back up. I guess they don't like that right now. And we'll reset for our the Glavin 1 arrival. I think the bottom altitude today on the Glavin 1 is 12,000. So we reset for 12,000. Keep the plane going down. She's going to probably tilt down pretty steeply here. Try to catch back up. And again, we do have Atlanta Tower online today. Atlanta Tower is on 19.1. So we'll get that dialed up. Cool, we got 19.1 dialed up. We got them online. We'll just listen to them on the way in. But we will follow the approach into Atlanta. We have published approach procedures. No, you left soon out there? Okay, cool. Alright, should be catching back up to approach. We will set auto brakes low. We're going to roll this whole thing out. We're going to be parking up at Bravo 26 today. So we'll do auto brakes low and let it roll out a little bit. We'll arm the speed brake once we kind of set up for final, just in case we need it again. We got a little traffic coming into Atlanta, so we might have to fly the entire approach plate here. Instead of cutting ourselves short and kind of vectoring ourselves in. So we'll monitor that as well.
Land Tower, Delta 907 is with you, 26 right.
Delta 907, Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 26 right, clear land.
Clear to land, 26 right, Delta 907.
And we will update our perf data here to 3025 now for the arrival. Cool. And we are coming down on the approach path, looking good so far.
Frontier Flight 2779 or radio check.
5 by 5.
Copy that.
And we got the radio checks going today, fellas.
Atlanta Tower, Frontier Flight 1041. We're about a 13 mile final 26 right. We are about 7 miles behind that delta.
Frontier Flight 1041, Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 26 right, clear land.
Missed that 777? Yeah, man. I think I flew around in this I think between the 330 and the 321. I did about 3 or 4 flights yesterday, then I switched back over to the long haul in that 777, man. There's something about the 777, man. Even though it's all automated, it still feels like you're hands-on a lot of stuff in there. It's just a good airplane to fly. Let the music play a little bit longer until we get about between 18 and 10K, and then we'll kill the music and we'll listen up. For now, we should be fine. Coming down pretty good. Again, if you hadn't smashed that like button, please do so. We do appreciate where we are at so far. I think 2020 is still the premier simulator to use. I mean, it's cool to come in 2024, especially if you're looking to do some career mode stuff. But I think 2020 is still where it's at in terms of aircraft, scenery, and other things of that nature.
Delta 907 will be a left turn, Bravo 1.
Delta 907, cross run with 26 left at hotel, then join Kraken run.
Alright, cross 26 left at hotel and to the right for Delta 907.
I've been on the Airbus kick too, man, since that's what we have in 2024, so
Right,
2020 is getting loaded
Delta
later.
1026.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Out the stream, gonna do some chores here.
Delta 1026,
Get something to eat,
hello.
and then I'm probably gonna load 2020 back up.
Right, clear land, wind 260 at 9er, gas 18.
T6 right, clear to land, park in Bravo 33, Delta 1026.
Roger.
I wonder, does this pen click? Nope. It's not a PMDG pen. That's a pretty cool touch, though. I just noticed that. Same, I posted the Max to version 1, then went back to the Airbus because I was flying on VASM. Yeah, I hadn't flown that Max in a while either, so maybe that's something I need to get back into. The iFly Max. It's a pretty good plane as well. Got about 1,000 to go before transition, so.
Frontier Flight 1041, cross run with 26 left at Bravo 6, then join Kraken run.
Okay, cross 26 at Bravo 6, another round for Frontier Flight 1041.
I also want to check out the iniBuilds Detroit again, so I had to fly out of Detroit last night. Oh yeah. That Detroit is off the chain, man. I love that Detroit. We had been so long starved of a Detroit from like FSX, P3D, that to get a Detroit.
Frontier Flight 2779
awesome.
requesting IFR clearance to Chicago Midway is filed.
Last aircraft calling for clearance to take off again.
Frontier Flight 2779er.
Frontier Flight 2779 Atlanta Tower, hello. I don't see flight plan. Can you please file again?
Oh, forgot to do that. I will do that now. Frontier
And
Flight
passing through
2779er.
transition, we'll go.
Thank you.
3025.
Atlanta Tower, good day. Here is Frontier 4707, entering long final runway 26 right.
Pull the brakes out there a little bit. Just to kind of get back on profile.
Frontier Flight 4707 Atlanta Tower, hello. Runway 26 right, clear to land.
Runway 26 right, clear to land, Frontier 4707.
Cool. Bring the blue flaps back in. We also need to go to Atlanta. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, how desperately needed Atlanta is. This handcraft is not that bad, but yeah, we need somebody. MK Studios, iniBuilds, somebody, please do in Atlanta. Please, please, please. Once we hit Glavin, we'll reset for our approach altitude of 2,700 feet. And there's Glavin, so we'll reset for 27. We don't have approach on, so we'll continue. Yeah, NK, iniBuilds, flight beam, vertical, anyone. I'll almost fund that project, please. Alright, since we're through 18K Delta procedure, we'll turn on the landing lights, we'll get the runways and the runway turnoffs on. And Atlanta Hartsfield Airport is up ahead. Come in, we'll turn, we'll go downwind, and we'll turn back, come in and land. Yeah, we need that Imagine Sim out of there. And I heard they're doing the DFW, which I'm kind of mad about. But I want a DFW as well. But like iniBuilds, you know, MK Studios, somebody please do in Atlanta. Please do a DFW.
1026, welcome to Atlanta.
We
Cross runway
need
26 left at Bravo 2, then join Echo to the ramp.
Frank crossing 26 left on Bravo 2, Echo to the ramp for Delta 1026. Thanks, have a good day.
You too.
Like, we are in desperate need of those. Please, 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 please. We're begging you. Alright, we'll change our ring here. Okay, I'll leave it here.
Atlanta Tower, Delta.
Got a little stutter there. It's the first time we've had one of those.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1408, and Bravo 18, I believe. Information off to order push.
Push and start your discretion. Ramp is on control, so let me know when you're ready to exit the appropriate end of the ramp, which is mentioned at your PDC.
Wilco, Delta 1408.
Wilco. You'll even take a BM.
Delta 2320 requesting to push back.
Richard, I don't even, you know what, I agree with you on that one, man. We just need
Delta
somebody to create one.
2320, push and start is at your discretion. Let me know when you're ready to taxi.
Push and start on my own discretion. Delta 2320. Thank you.
Frontier Flight 2779er, request push and start.
Frontier Flight 2779, the ramp's on control, just call us for taxi.
I mean, how many times does this man have to say that?
Description call for taxi, Frontier Flight 2779er.
If he told one person, it pretty much goes for everybody. Read your PDCs, people.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1150, information Oscar, south end of ramp 6, ready to taxi.
Delta 1150 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 27 right, taxi.
Right, we're going to go ahead and arm up the approach
Juliet,
here.
Mike,
Activate the approach phase. Get the plane slowed down.
Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie for Delta 1150 Heavy.
And we're coming to beam to field.
There's
the field out there.
6 Alpha Oscar for taxi.
Delta 2158, Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 27 right, follow company A330 from.
27 right, will follow company A330, Delta 2150 Heavy.
This lighting in the sim looks really good. Good call there. Nope. It is not tuned. Let's get that in there real quick. Good call there, Richard. LS frequency is 110.1. Uh-oh. And let's put in, oh no, decimal 1, that goes there. That did not take. Course heading's 275, of course, 275. .110 decimal 10, maybe.
That would be.
It is not taking that. Oh, I think I'm putting it in wrong. 275/11 0 decimal 1. Format error. Okay. Looks like it took it that time. Hopefully that works. We will see. Through 10,000.
Frontier Flight 4707, welcome to Atlanta. Cross runway 26 left at Charlie. Then join Echo to the ramp.
We'll cross runway 26 left at Charlie and continue Echo to the ramp of Frontier 4707.
Course goes under that one? Okay. Let's get the course 275 under that one. Cool. Sweet. Alright, we got it. Looks like we got it this time. We'll go ahead and arm our landing system as well. Let's bring this in just a tad bit so we can see what we're doing here. Yeah, we got a loop there, so it's time to butter this bread. Now we're set. Absolutely. After this song, we'll go ahead and end the music, and then we will focus up on the approach here. Let's pull out some spoilers here, catch back up to the approach path.
Delta 1150 Heavy, RNAV to slow, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
The carry go butter.
That's Law 27 right, clear for takeoff. Delta 1120 Heavy.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1408, 3 north, information Oscar for taxi.
Delta 1408, Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot.
26 left via Foxtrot, Delta 1408.
We'll focus up
Delta
on the
14, Delta 2158, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
27 right, line 40, Delta 2158.
Cool. We Got the music paused there.
Delta 1408, continue straight to join Echo.
I continue to join Echo after Foxtrot 1408.
Delta 1408, just continue straight on Foxtrot 326 left BX.
8,000, looking good.
Foxtrot.
The airport's back over there. Cool.
So make that first left right there and then a right turn on Echo all the way to the end.
Yeah, I got it. So Foxtrot Echo 26 left, Delta 1408.
We got one aircraft in front of us, 1152. So we'll continue our we'll continue through the vectors here, and then we'll make a we'll continue straight before we turn back to the field. We'll extend our downwind. Actually, that's what I'm trying to say.
Frontier Flight 2779, they're requesting taxi.
Delta 2158, RNF, SLAW, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
RNF, SLAW, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, there, 2150 heavy.
Looks like he's actually going, we don't know where he's going. He's coming in from Philadelphia. He's at about 8,000.
Frontier Flight 2779 are requesting taxi.
The other thing with this plane is the TCAS
Frontier
doesn't
Flight
work in terms of the display screen.
Flow, information Oscar, runway
It can be seen
left,
on VATS
taxi via
controller, but you can't see the traffic.
Delta,
so I have a
Foxtrot.
Navigraph up on the other screen, kind of showing me some of the traffic. So he's turning in now.
Taxi via Delta
We'll extend out just a little bit
Echo,
to kind of give him
Delta,
2 or 3 miles before we turn in.
Flight 2779er.
Delta 1115, no further ATCs available, frequency change approved, have a good one.
Frequency change approved, Delta 1150 heavy, we'll see you.
He's doing about 270 across the ground, so should be no factor now. He's already turned in, and we'll turn in behind him. Trying to keep our speed up. We got a 7.3 behind us as well. Alright, let's turn into Zello here. We'll just clear this discon like that. Okay, you don't want to act right for me today, so we'll go direct Zello. That'll work. Cool.
Frontier Flight 2779, give way to a Delta A321 taxiing
the localizer as well.
Foxtrot.
Give way to Delta, Frontier Flight 2779.
Delta 2158, no further ATCs available, frequency change approved, thanks for flying out of Atlanta, see ya.
Alright, we'll set flaps 1.
Approved, Delta 2158
Speed check
heavy,
flaps
take care.
1. That'll help us keep a little separation with him.
Delta 2320 requesting taxi clearance to runway 26 left.
Cool.
The last aircraft calling, say Colson again.
Delta 2320.
Turn up the sounds just a little
Delta
more.
2320, Atlanta Tower, hello, information Oscar, runway 26 left, taxi via Delta Foxtrot X.
There we go. I think we captured Yoke.
Taxi via Delta Foxtrot Echo to runway 26 left. Delta 2320.
Alright, Yoke has been captured.
Tower Delta 1152, 10 miles out, 26 right for the visual.
We do have a fuel
Delta
in sight.
1152 Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 26 right, clear land, wind 260 at
1152 is the plane in front of us, so we should be good there.
26 right, 1152.
All right. And Yoke is captured there, looking good. We'll wait till we get over Hines, and then we'll call the field. Yeah, Atlanta had an event last night, so that's why it's so quiet today. One thing I did.
Delta 1408 RNF to Snuffy, runway 26 left, full length, clear for takeoff.
RNF, Snuffy, clear for takeoff, 26 left, 1408.
Do some range rings real quick here. We'll do a 10 and a 5 since they're so close. Cool. I'm holding at about 169, so we'll hold off here. Jacob back in time for the landing. All right, over Hines, we'll go ahead and arm the approach. Now she wants to drop a little bit on me.
Frontier flight 2779, runway 26 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 26 left, Frontier flight 2779.
And we'll go flaps 2, and we'll drop the gear as well. Stabilize her out a little bit. Alrighty, looking like we're coming up cool. And we'll call the field here in just a second. Right over Bamboo, it'll be about 10 mile final.
Frontier flight 2779, RNF to MPAS, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
I'm going to go manage
RNF
speed here.
AMPAS, clear for takeoff, right 26 left.
I'm going to keep it at about
Frontier
160 for now.
Delta 1408, no further ATCs available, frequency change approved, have a good one.
Frontier 2.
We'll get the landing lights on. Oh, thought we had those on already. Well, that's why we do checklist. Cool. Atlanta Center Delta 915 Heavy, about 10 miles over Bamboo for the ILS 26 right.
Delta 915 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 26 right, clear to land, wind 260 at 9, gas 18.
Clear land 26 right, Delta 915 Heavy. Alright, we've been given clearance. Let's go flaps 3. And we'll bring the speed back to managed speed here. And we'll get the last notch of flaps in. Cool. Looking good. So we got a landing checklist. Gear down 3 green. Flaps
Delta
are full.
2320,
We've been advised for
runway
landing.
26 left,
26 right.
full length, line up and wait.
We are good to go.
Line up and wait, Delta 2320.
Frontier Flight
And she
2779, no
is
further
bumpy on the
available,
way in
frequency
today.
change approved, have a good one.
Very bumpy in.
Frequency change approved. Frontier Flight 2779. See ya.
Whoa. All right, iniBuilds, what are you doing here?
Delta 2320, RNF to MPAS, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. On nav to Memphis, I think it was.
Got your shrimp ready?
Delta 2320, that's RNF to MPAS, Mike Papa Alpha Sierra Sierra.
She is
Clear
rocking
to
up a storm
MPAS.
today.
Delta 1457, 10 miles, 28.
All right.
26 right.
Got two red,
Delta
two white out there.
1457 Atlanta Tower, hello, runway
About 5.5
right,
out.
clear land, wind 260 at 9 gas 20.
Clear land 26 right, Delta 1457.
Delta 1152, hold short of 26 left at Bravo 4.
Hold short 26 left, Bravo 4, 1152.
All right, approach. There we go. She was searching for the ILS there. Yeah, they need to do some work on that ILS. All right, 6.2 out. There we go. Glide slope has been captured now. All right. Give her a few more seconds to settle out there. And
Delta 1152, cross runway 26 left at Bravo
the
4.
speed brake.
Then join Echo to the ramp.
And we'll tell the person we're about to land.
Bravo 4, Echo to the ramp, 1152, thank you.
Landing checklist is now complete. We'll go ahead and we'll do disconnect of the autopilot system. My plane, my controls. There we go. We'll try to hold that glide slope here. She is gusting. Oh, she's gusty. And this bad boy is heavy. Let's see, visual and poppies are a little off there, so we'll follow instruments here.
Delta 2320, no further DTs available, frequency change approved, have a good one.
Try to maintain that center line as well.
Bye.
We're off to the right a little bit. All right, I think we got it back on. Looking good. 2 red, 2 white. Just trying to line her up a little bit. Get her a fresh line up, as the XP will say. Uh-oh. Dropping a little low. We look like we're going to stall a little bit. Let's let her settle out a little bit here. Trying to add a little rudder in here. There we go. Alrighty.
Land.
Continuing.
Land Tower, Challenger 43 Golf, visual, runway 26 right.
Challenger 43 Golf, Atlanta Tower, hello, runway 26 right, clear land, in trail of a Boeing 737 on
Reverse out to green.
6 mile final.
And there's 100
Got
knots.
the traffic, 26 right, clear land.
And we're off the
43
reverse.
Golf.
We'll vacate here. Manual braking. All right. Once again, I forgot to start a replay. But I think that was a pretty decent landing. And Tower Delta 915 Heavy vacated Bravo 5, looking to get to Bravo 26.
Delta 915 Heavy, welcome to Atlanta. Cross runway 26 left at Bravo 6, then join Echo to the ramp.
All right, cost 26 left at Bravo 6, and then you said Echo to the ramp or Foxtrot?
Delta 915 Heavy, Echo to the ramp.
Echo to the ramp, Delta 915. All right, cool. 2 hours 53 minutes on the time there. Go ahead and we'll cross 26 here. Don't think we got any traffic out there. Cool. All right, let's clean up the aircraft here with landing lights off, turn offs off, wing lights are off, and we'll bring the taxi lights to taxi. Get the ground spoilers up, and we'll clean up the flaps as well. I think that was a little of a slam, but hey, we'll check here in a second. See what my ACARS gave me. And we'll take Echo here. Beautiful. And let's call up GSX real quick. Oh, actually GSX doesn't work at this airport because it cannot read the nav data. So we'll just pull up to the ramp here. Get the APU started and fired up here as well. Get the bleed going. And turn it on. Cool. Owls, what's going on? Now we had some hiccups today with stream, so yeah, I'm gonna be great for the rest of the stream. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. That was a slammer. Negative 380. I'll make the left turn here. Come into the ramp. Go ahead and kill the taxi lights. We're in the ramp. We can see. There's 3-6. So we will be 1, 2, 3, 4 more up. Looking for ramp 2-6. There's 3-2, 2-8, and then 2-6. 2-8, so 2-6. Take the next left here. APU is available.
Delta 1457, welcome to Atlanta. Cross runway 26 left at hotel, then join Echo to the ramp.
Cross 26 left at hotel and Echo to the ramp. Delta 1457, take care.
I think this is a heavy gate.
You too.
We're just gonna pull into this bad boy as best we can. Call it good there. APU is on, and we will go engine 1, engine 2. Stop the timer there. And beacon light can come off. Oh, yeah, we parked all crooked. Cool. Let us come over here to our EFB real quick. Let's call up the GPU here. So we can cut off that loud APU. We'll call for some chalks as well. Oh, actually, we got to get out and do that. We'll toggle up the jetway. And we'll open up door 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Atlanta. Local time is 3:43. And we'll go ahead and do the seatbelts.
Delta 1457, looks like you're not going to the hotel. You can cross runway 26 left at Bravo 2 to join Echo to the ramp.
Let's turn down the sim sounds real quick before we go back outside, so we're not blasting our ears. That should be good right there. All right, welcome to Atlanta. Actually, we use door 2. But Friends Day, we made it. That was our first look at Microsoft 2020 here on the stream.
Taxi to the
I
ramp
hope
via
that
Alpha.
you all had a pleasant
To the
time
ramp
here.
via Alpha. 4-3 Golf.
We'll go live again next Friday. Probably going to be checking out Microsoft 2020 with the PMDG 777. This was a lot of fun. Hope y'all had fun. Until then, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, and we will see you. Salutes. We'll see you on the next one. See you next time.
Make the mark, serving his country proud. In his uniforms, standing out from the crowd. But when he's home and the day's done, he takes to the skies where the hopes begun. In his spare time, he soars so high with a flight sim. He should pilot die. Proud team member, a Wings for Hope's team, helping kids' dreams take off like a sunbeam. Flying high for those in need. Made them up with heart indeed. From the battlefield to the flight controls, bringing joy and mending souls. Across the world, from city to town, in his uniform, standing out from the crowd. But when he's home